The Nissan Pathfinder is a nameplate we should all know by now, as it's been on sale in the US for well over 20 years. And yet, it's a three-row crossover that's been forgotten about, as the Kia Telluride and Hyundai Palisade have helped reshape this segment into being something far more than just being extended compact SUVs. With consumer demands and expectations continuing to increase, the outdated Pathfinder was in need of a major overhaul. And for the 2022 model, it has been updated to reflect the current market, while also being a well-balanced crossover that can be a comfortable daily driver and be somewhat adventurous for when you want to go on road trips. So here are 5 reasons why you should buy a 2022 Nissan Pathfinder SV. To match Americans' buying habits, where they purchase a new vehicle every 3 to 5 years, updating models is crucial to remaining relevant on the market, specifically the crossover segments, where new competitors continue to emerge. Where Nissan fell off the map in the 3-row SUV market was by holding on to an outdated design, and in fact, the recently replaced generation was going on its 9th year of production to make it one of the older vehicles available in this price range. With its boxier shape and less than stellar road presence, the Pathfinder lacked the modern aesthetics to be a serious threat to the Hyundai Palisade or even the Toyota Highlander. For 2022, a complete overhaul has given this crossover new life, as not only does it look adventurous and dare we say off-road worthy, but also the front and rear fascias have been rounded to resemble more expensive SUVs. Sticking to tradition, the Pathfinder sports Nissan's signature V-Motion front grille to add chrome and gloss black accents to the appearance, while the redesigned LED headlights gives this 3-row crossover a bit more of a classier look. Then as you make your way around to the back, Nissan went trendy, as the nameplate is spelled out across the liftgate, and the taillights sweep around the rear fascia for more of a free-flowing design. Not getting as much attention as the rest of the exterior, plastic cladding is going to outline the wheel arches and rear bumper, adding a rugged element to the Pathfinder, which was lacking in the past. Compared to prior model years, the Pathfinder now looks the part, not only as a true 3-row crossover, but now a vehicle that can take on the elements and allow you to explore new roads. As we've recently experienced with the Mazda CX-9, not all 3-row SUVs are going to look and feel like traditional midsize crossovers. Whether it's a lower roofline or smaller dimensions, some vehicles are going to be more family-friendly than others. The Nissan Pathfinder fills its role quite well, where up front you'll have a good amount of arm and shoulder room, and for the second row, the optional captain's chairs can slide forwards and backwards and recline for the optimal amount of legroom and overall comfort. With the higher roofline, headroom also won't be a problem for taller passengers. Third row seating, on the other hand, might be a bit tight for anyone over 5 feet tall, but it's certainly doable to have 2 small kids in this row. When it comes to rear cargo space, obviously you're not going to have a lot of room behind the third row. However, if not in use, you'll easily be able to load up luggage and equipment if you're going on a weekend road trip. While interior room may not be enough to put the Pathfinder at the top of the list in this segment, it's practical enough for a growing family, and worth considering if you think the Rogue won't be sufficient for your daily tasks. It could be safe to say that besides the updates to the exterior and interior, consumers are ecstatic about Nissan moving away from the CVT and pairing their 3.5-liter V6 with a 9-speed automatic transmission sourced by ZF. For buyers who enjoy driving and possibly preferring rolling through the gears themselves, having a traditional auto improves the driving characteristics of the Pathfinder, as accelerations are smoother and this crossover feels a bit more peppy than in prior years. However, impressing us the most was how quiet the cabin was, even at highway speeds. But for an SV trim, Nissan added the proper amount of soft touch materials in the right places for the center armrest and door rests to make longer commutes comfortable and enjoyable. When it comes to steering input and handling, feedback and weight are going to be on the lighter side, matching the soft suspension and less aggressive on-road demeanor. Yet with that being said, in sharper corners, you can still have a bit of fun with the Pathfinder. Compared to rivals, ride comfort is certainly on par with the Subaru Ascent and Mazda CX-9, which is important as ultimately the three-row crossover will be used by families. And when factoring in the interior space to work with, the Pathfinder for 2022 is a solid daily driver. While the SV trim may not offer a full digital gauge cluster, leather seats, the bigger infotainment system, or the upgraded 13-speaker Bose sound system, it does have one package that provides the essentials to give you the right amount of value at around $40,000. By opting for the premium package, a panoramic moonroof, power liftgate, and second-row fold-down captain's chairs will be equipped on the Pathfinder. And while you may not think of these features as being must-haves, they do help elevate the ownership experience. As always, you will have a touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility. But not getting the attention it deserves is the refreshed digital information display that's found between the analog gauges. For the 2022 model, the resolution and quality is miles ahead from last year, while also showcasing a good amount of info, where you may not feel that you're missing out on the better technology. In terms of comfort, you'll have heated cloth seats for both the driver and passenger, and the SV comes with 3-zone climate control, so occupants in the second row can stay cool or warm. Despite not being the most alluring trim in the lineup for the Pathfinder, it does have the basic necessities at a decent price. In the past, you'd always look at the Nissan Pathfinder and say, at around $40,000 to $50,000, I could find better. And that was mostly due in part to the outdated exterior and interior, and complete lack of modern technology. For 2022, Nissan drastically improved this crossover to be competitive in this segment, and to be seen as a viable option if you don't find the Toyota Highlander or Honda Pilot appealing. While you may find that the Pathfinder still isn't the best vehicle in this market, they've at the very least bridged the gap, where you have a more accommodating cockpit and dashboard design compared to last generation. But also the driving dynamics have been altered, where you no longer complain about the CVT. Even more impressive is that Nissan was able to accomplish all of this without transferring to a new platform, as the underpinnings for the 2022 model are the same from the prior model year. If you're on a stricter budget, the Pathfinder SV with the premium package is going to provide a good amount of features at around $40,000. And we find that with the interior comfort and softer ride quality, this crossover can now be in the conversation if you're considering on purchasing a new family vehicle. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the 2022 Nissan Pathfinder SV. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying a Pathfinder or any other three-row crossover, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching.